friends, it is Tuesday morning and I'm having some breakfast. This doesn't look very appetizing, but it's some yogurt with some granola sprinkled on top. And it was the last little crumbs in the bottom of the bag, so that's why it doesn't look so great, but it's going to taste good, even if it doesn't look very pretty. And then I'm having a cup of tea with my breakfast this morning. This is the tea I'm having. It's called Mrs. Padmore's Pudding Tea, and this is from the Downton Abbey collection. This is black tea with caramel and vanilla. The reason I'm having tea instead of coffee is I am going to be laying off the coffee for a while for a couple of reasons. Well, probably 3 reasons. One reason is because I have a lot of tea I need to drink, and I don't drink caffeinated tea later in the day, so I need to start drinking it in the morning. The second reason is because I have gastritis, which is a pre-ulcer condition. It's like an inflammation or an irritation in the lining of your stomach, and generally I don't suffer too much with it, but lately it has really been flaring up, and I think it's because of too much carbonated beverages and too much coffee. So I'm laying off both of those things for probably a month to give my stomach a chance to kind of calm back down. And then the third reason, and it was kind of an unexpected reason, but I haven't had coffee since Saturday, and this is Tuesday. And Sunday and yesterday, and we'll see about today, but Sunday and yesterday I was so groggy and sluggish all day long because I did not have my coffee. And I didn't really, make that connection until yesterday. And I'm like, I bet it's because I haven't had a bunch of coffee. And even though tea has caffeine in it, it doesn't have as much caffeine as coffee does. So I'm going to try to reduce my caffeine intake, and when I do start drinking coffee again, I'm probably not going to be drinking my big mega mugs anymore. So that's what I'm having for breakfast. And I have my little tablet here. I got this for my birthday, oh goodness, several years ago, and I hardly ever use it. I'm just not a gadget type of person, I guess. But I heard about a Bible app that my pastor's wife was talking about, and it's got audio files in it. And so you can go on this app and choose where you want to read in the Bible, and it's a dramatized audio book, basically. And I honestly have a really hard time reading my Bible in the mornings. My eyes, I've got really bad eyes. I've had bad eyes since I was in elementary school. I believe 3rd grade is when I got my glasses. And as I've gotten older, then of course you need bifocals and your vision changes, and usually Bible print is pretty small, and I just struggle. I struggle to read my Bible in the morning, and so I've kind of gotten out of the habit of doing it because of the struggle of my eyes focusing, and I lose my place, and blah blah blah. So when I found this app that will read the Bible to you, I decided to give it a try, and this will be the first time I've actually used it. So let me see if it works, and then I will only play it for a few seconds. I don't want any kind of copyright strikes. I don't know if you can get copyright strikes from reading the Bible or not, but I'll just play it for a few seconds just to let you guys hear what it looks like, and then I'm going to go ahead and eat my breakfast and listen to some Bible reading. Then I'm going to get a shower, and we'll get our day started.
Blessed is the one who does not walk in step with the wicked, or stand in the way that sinners take, or sit in the company of mockers, but whose delight is in the law of the Lord, and who meditates on his law day and night. That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose
So yeah, that's going to work well. And I do have some speakers that I can plug into this if I want to like work around the house and listen to it. Then it'll be louder. But just sitting right here, this is loud enough. And that was Psalm chapter 1. Chapter 1, verses, I don't know how much it read, 1 and 2 or something. But I'm going to listen to the first chapter of Psalms, and then I'm going to go to the New Testament and listen to the first chapter of Matthew. And I'm going to try to do this every morning, at least during the week. Weekends are really difficult for me to do anything because, you know, schedules change on the weekends. But at least Monday through Friday, this is my goal. I'm going to try to listen every morning. So I'll be back after I've had my shower. All right, I have had my breakfast and my shower, and you know, I ended up listening to several chapters in Psalms and Matthew on that Bible app because it goes so much faster when someone's reading it to you and you're not reading it yourself. So I'm really enjoying that Bible app so far. It's a free app. I'm not sponsored by anybody, to promote it, but I will leave a link for it in the description box below. So if you want to use it, you can download it to your device. You can put it on your phone or whatever. I am not a technology person, so I really don't know how to do it. Scott did it for me, so but I'm sure you all could figure it out. Okay, I have a lot to do today. I'm mostly in the kitchen. I need to make dog food. I have some apples that I need to use up, and right now I've got a chicken in the roaster for dinner tonight. I did that before I got in the shower. And I've got cleaning. I've got a lot to do today. I don't know how much of it I will actually video, but I'm going to bring you along with me today. So here are the chickens in the roaster. This one's going to be for dinner tonight and probably tomorrow night as well. We can get 2 dinners and lunches. We can probably get about 4 to 5 meals out of 1 chicken. And then that chicken I'm going to be using for a collaboration video that will be coming out in a couple of weeks. It's called 5 dinners from 1 chicken. And so I'll show you how I can get 5 dinners out of 1 chicken for a family of 4. So be watching for that video. I can't remember the exact date that it's going to be published, but it'll be coming out in probably a week or so. I have several apples that I need to use up. They're starting to get kind of wrinkly and yucky. So I think I'm going to make this Louisa May Alcott's apple slump. Louisa May Alcott, for those of you who don't know, wrote Little Women. I've had this recipe in my binder for years, and I've never used it. I've never tried it. I've been intending to, and so I think today is the day. And here it is out of the oven. There will be a Bake With Me video coming out soon where I show how to make this dessert. So if you want to try it, you can give it a try. So this is what I'm having for lunch today. It's some leftover turkey meatballs that we had for dinner last night. I just drizzled a little barbecue sauce on it, and it's on one of those sandwich skinny rolls that I have. Having another cup of tea. This time it is ginger green tea, and I don't have any creamer in it this time. That's why it looked like coffee this morning, is because I put a little creamer in my tea. If it's the right kind of tea. But I didn't think ginger green tea would be good with creamer in it. 1 o'clock, I just got done eating my lunch. I have a pound of ground pork in the microwave defrosting because we're getting ready to make dog food. I'm going to put this into fast motion and we'll get this dog food made. and it's still too hot to bag up. So we're going to let this cool down, and then Olivia will help me bag this up. This is for Lucy. For those of you who don't know, this is for my dog Lucy, who has kidney failure, and she is on a special diet. She has to have low protein, low sodium, low calcium diet. So this is the recipe that the vet recommended, and so this is what we're doing. So while this is cooling off, I have a little bit of cleaning I need to get done today. So let's go get some cleaning done. This is the guy who makes all the noise. You can't get the camera too close because then he gets kind of freaked out. So I have it back and I have it zoomed in. Are you going to talk? Are you going to be cute? You can, what? What? Pretty bird? Little man? What? Little man? What, little man? Huh? What? Are you going to talk to me? Are you going to talk to me? Man. This is my vintage room. This is a room in my basement. It's been many different things over the years. It was our homeschool room for many, many years. And then at one time I had aviaries in here that were full of birds. So it was my bird room. And then I'm just down to a handful of birds now. So we took the aviaries down and just moved the birds into regular, smaller cages. And I turned this into my vintage room. And I've got my gallery wall over here. And if you guys are interested in me, going over this wall a little bit in a future video, let me know. And I will give a more detailed tour of this room. The lighting's not great down here. We have this light, and there's a bulb that's kind of flickering. We are planning to get some new lighting in this room very soon. And then over here on this wall is the sign that was on my grandfather's stock truck. He used to sell livestock, Angus cattle, and this was the sign that was on the side of his truck, like his advertising sign. And so I've got that, protected, and we put it in a frame, and we have it hanging on this wall, and it's quite large. And it's got some damage, but that's what happens when you're dealing with livestock. And this was, like I said, it was on a cattle truck. And then over here on this side, this is where Travis's computer was for years and years and years and years. And we decided, he is a young man now, and he does not have to have supervision when he is on the internet. I trust that he will not do things he's not supposed to. And so we decided to move his computer up to his bedroom. He and his sister worked hours and hours and hours last week cleaning his room, decluttering his room. I mean, he's a typical guy. He does not look at small details and fine details, and his idea of cleaning was shoving everything in his closet. Typical kid / teenager / young man. And so Olivia helped him. Travis has a hard time deciding on, what should I keep, what should I get rid of, all of that kind of stuff. So she helped him. They got his room all completely decluttered and cleaned. We threw, I can't remember, I think 3 garbage bags of stuff got thrown away, and then there was at least that many bags, if not more, of things that we donated to Goodwill. So he got a lot of junk out of his room, and he moved his computer desk and everything up to his room. So then I was able to move some things around and make more space in here. So that is really nice. I'm really liking the way this room is coming together. But the area that I want to work on today is over here. I'm not going to work with this. This is still homeschooling stuff that I need to go through. Most of it's probably going to get thrown away.
I don't know, I'm sorry about the lighting down here, it's terrible. But anyway, I don't know about you guys, but I really don't like going through papers. It's just so tedious. And my brain gets tired making decisions like, should I keep it, should I throw it away? So these 3 boxes are going to be things that I'm going to take one box at a time, and I'm going to just go through it carefully, probably wait a couple of weeks to do the next one. But I think that's the last of my homeschooling stuff, unless I have some things like tucked away somewhere that I've forgotten about. But I'm pretty sure that's the end of it. And so when that is all taken care of, then I will be officially decluttered of all of the homeschooling things that we accumulated over the course of 14 years of homeschooling. So anyway, that I want to take care of.
This was Olivia's computer desk, school desk, when she was still doing school. We still call this Olivia's computer, although she never ever gets on it. She has a laptop and that's what she uses. But we are keeping this computer because my husband has some files and things on it. Like, he uses it for extra storage space for things. So we're going to keep this, but my daughter, when she was younger, she was so hard on things. She gouged this desk up. She wrote on it. She's very artistic, so she would get paint and marker and all kinds of stuff on this, and so it's very unsightly. So the next time I'm in town, I'm going to buy some wood grain contact paper and I'm going to recover this desk. And these are just things that need to be put away. There's the birdseed needs to be put away. All of these books need to be put away. And I have, over the course of time, instead of putting the books like actually where they go on the shelf, I just threw them up here on the shelf. So I need to get all of these books that are just laying about put away. I need to get this dusted, and I'm going to get this table all cleaned off. And then, like I said, I'm going to get some contact paper and cover that so it's not so ugly. And then the other thing I want to get done today, I have all of my Christmas decor put away, but I have not yet taken down all of your lovely cards that you all sent me. So I want to get these all taken down, and I will show you how I store them from year to year. But first, let's concentrate on getting that room or that area done. That's done then. Didn't take that long. I knew it wouldn't. And yeah, look at this. Olivia was a very destructive child, and she didn't do it out of maliciousness. She just was very creative, and she would get into get into her project and just lose herself in it, and not have any clue that she was destroying the surfaces under her. And part of that was my fault, because when she was younger, I should have made sure she had like newspaper and stuff down. But most of this was done junior high years, where I shouldn't have had to be watching her so close. But that's okay. It was an old desk. I don't think we bought it new. Anyway, I think it was given to us. But like I said, I'm going to get some contact paper, and that'll look much better. Now on to getting the cards taken down. down and deal with these Christmas cards, I am in the mood for a smoothie. So I'm going to throw myself a smoothie together. I'm going to use my new blender, and I have one banana that I put in the freezer this morning. I knew I was going to be in the mood for a smoothie today, so it's not like frozen super solid, but it's pretty cold. And then I've got some of these organic red raspberries. I'll just start with that amount. And I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of sugar. This is a half a tablespoon scoop, so I'll go with 3. That's 1.5 tablespoons. And then we've got some unsweetened cashew milk. Gonna pour some of that in. Gonna blend this up and make myself a smoothie. Here's my yummy smoothie. It's delicious. It's just red raspberries, banana, some cashew milk, and a little bit of sugar. That's all that's in it. So let's get started on these cards. What I do is I keep one of the cards that, the personalized cards that I sent to some people, like family members and special friends. I keep one of these back, and because it has the date on it. And this will go on the top of the stack of cards. The way I had started to put the cards up on the wall was with this double-sided sticky tack stuff. I had this in my stash from scrapbooking. I used to do a lot of scrapbooking years ago. But the bad thing is it sticks fine to the paper, but it didn't stick very well to the wall. So little by little, I'd be sitting downstairs and all of a sudden I'd hear a thud, and one of the cards would have fallen off the wall. So then I had to go, every time a card would fall, I would put some regular tape on it before I would stick it back up. And then all of the cards that I received later in December, those just have tape on the back. So I'm just going to go through and take all of the sticky things off of the back of these cards. I will punch a hole in the top left corner of every card, and I will make sure that my card is on top, just so that I know. It's kind of like a twofold thing. I can remember what style card I made the year before. So like if I make cards for 2019 Christmas, then I'll know not to use this same card, not to use these same pictures, etc. And it also reminds me that all of these cards were ones that I received in 2018 for Christmas. So I punch a hole in the top corner, and then I use a zip tie, and I zip tie them together. So that's what I'm going to do next. And I have a handheld like single punch hole puncher, but I can't find it anywhere. So I'm going to have to make do with my 3-hole hole punch. I'll just kind of use it on the side and just use the one thing to punch the hole. Here are all the cards done and ready to be stored away and kept for memories. And I want to thank you all again who sent me a card this year. I really appreciate it, and I just love receiving cards in the mail. Now the only card that I'm not going to be including in that is this card that was handmade by my friend Sherry. She did such a fabulous job on this. It's so beautiful, and it's just too beautiful to put in a drawer. So I'm going to put some white cardstock in this frame and then center the picture, or center the card in the frame so that I can display it. Use the dog food all bagged up, and this is 10 days worth of dog food. We put 5 ounces in each bag. She gets 5 ounces for breakfast, 5 ounces for dinner, so she gets 2 of these bags a day. This is what I keep in the refrigerator, so I'm going to go ahead and just fill that one up with 4 days worth. Plus this is the bag from the last batch, so this will be for her dinner tonight. And then the rest of these I'm going to put in this large Ziploc and put it in the freezer. And then when this basket's empty, I'll take them out of the freezer, put them in here in the refrigerator so that they can thaw, and that way all of her dog food stays fresh all the time. And we won't have to make dog food again for 10 days. This is what we had for dinner. We had that roasted chicken and green beans and corn and garlic parsley couscous. And this is the dessert. This is that apple slump that I made, and we had it with frozen Cool Whip, but this is my Cocoa Whip, the dairy-free version. And if you leave it slightly frozen, it's very, very much like ice cream. Alright friends, I'm going to end this vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed spending the day with me. I'm really glad that you came along with me. It's been a busy day, but a good day. We'll talk to you later, friends. Bye-bye.